Pakistan and stage revolution in Iran. They don't want to talk about CIA coups in Honduras. They don't want to talk about 20% and growing unemployment. They don't want to talk about the dollar in free fall right now. They want us to talk about the king of the snapping turtles.
That's absolutely correct. And what's rather amazing, we've had some of our readers from our website who've been following the situation with Cynthia McKinney and the hijacking by Israel. They're calling TV stations like WABC TV, and they're being told by the newsroom, no, that is not news. Michael Jackson is the news. That is what we are covering. And they're literally refusing to acknowledge that there was this situation going on with Israel.
So we may never see Cynthia McKinney again, or maybe they'll firing squad her, and that won't even be news.
Well, supposedly she's on her way back to the United States, and Fox News finally did run a story saying she'd been released, which was immediately followed up with a whole bunch of posters and shills bad-mouthing Cynthia McKinney. But during the whole situation, I mean, if you contrast this with 2007 and the British sailors who wandered into Iranian waters, and it was headline news, are they okay? Will Iran mistreat them? How dare Iran capture these sailors?
Are they torturing them? You know, we're against torture here. We don't torture unless when we torture. Yeah, and I was joking about firing squad, folks. That's a joke before I get emails about it. I mean, it was a joke. Mike, stay there. Let's talk about the alternative media. More and more punching through the mainstream media. More and more we're setting the agenda. And so they're declaring us all terrorists. Big new developments on that front with Attorney General I Want Your Guns Holder. It's also Butcher of Waco Holder. He's got a long history.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
This is Alex Jones, and I want to tell you again about a company that has supported us in the truth movement for years. Inner Health Botanicals. This company produces the highest quality superfood around, called Inner Food. My wife just loves the stuff. And now the health ranger, Mike Adams, has awarded Inner Food his Editor's Choice Award for Best Superfood of 2009. Inner Food is loaded with 20 great organic ingredients. No fillers, no sweeteners. It would be impossible to blend this up for a better price, and their formula really works. This is the real thing for the great health you need. Try the Nutra Cafe, their great organic coffee infused with polysaccharides that boost the immune system. A truly healthy coffee that tastes great. And take it from me, folks, it really does taste great. Don't forget to try their other great products. Go to www.enerfood.com. That's www.enerfood.com. Or just click on their banner on Infowars.com for special pricing. This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator this summer. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded, especially with the high-demand summer months ahead. Number 4, the hurricane and dangerous summer storm season is here again. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, a longtime sponsor of ours. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun yet, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call toll-free 877-327-0365. This is Alex Jones. Have you heard of the Millionaire Patriot? Well, you should. He has a free handgun and 5 days of firearms training waiting for you. That's right. You can attend 5 days of world-class gun training at Front Sight Firearms Training Institute and secure a 30-state concealed weapons permit, all for pennies on the dollar. Plus, if you act fast, the Millionaire Patriot will give you a free Springfield Armory XD pistol in the caliber of your choice. I believe now is the time that you and your family need to be armed and trained to levels that exceed law enforcement and military standards. Front Sight provides such training without any boot camp mentality or drill instructor attitudes. This is real. Don't miss out. Secure a Front Sight defensive handgun course, plus a 30-state concealed weapons permit for pennies on the dollar, and get your free handgun. Go to frontsight.com today. That's FRONTSIGHT.com. Go to frontsight.com for your training and free gun.
phones up about any news item, any issue, Michael Jackson and the freak show that's going on. And you know, I know people are trying to be nice because he's dead now, but he really had a sordid history. But it's his dad and his family. But I mean, don't forget, this is a guy hanging kids off balconies with a crazy demonic look on his face. In fact, pull up video of him hanging the kid off the balcony. I mean, I want people to see this while they're busy with some weird church set. And I was during the break, CNN was saying, the chosen one, Michael Jackson, the chosen one. There are people there to see the chosen one. The people that were chosen, the chosen ones to be part of this. I mean, this is really disgusting. And I guess they're going to start displaying his body or something coming up. Mike, any final comments on Jackson before we get into some of the real news that this has been serving as a distraction for?
Well, every time I look at these festivities, I flash back to the movie of Tommy and the scene where they had the church that was based on Marilyn Monroe, and I'm sort of wondering if it might actually happen with Michael Jackson, where somebody literally starts a church to worship his memory, and he's gone up to heaven to play the eternal guitar or some such nonsense as that. Probably give the Scientologists a run for their money.
Yeah, they could start a new Michael Jackson cult. And looking at all these people that are there around the body, buzzing around like flies, it's just disgusting. I mean, the whole thing is just a disgusting spectacle. And here he is hanging the baby out over the balcony. I mean, this is a demon with a hood over its head. Can you imagine the fun he's having with those kids in there? But it's okay. This is a beautiful time. This is so wonderful. Something wonderful is happening right now. You say you worked with Lord Jackson. I know you did a lot of work and still do in Hollywood. Actually, somebody in my office worked at the Hit Factory, which was a big recording studio in New York, I guess about 10 years ago, and he remembers Jackson coming there to record stuff, but he signed a non-disclosure, so he won't tell the stories, but it's basically what everybody's already heard about Jackson. When you worked with him, I mean, was it overtly freakish, or was he just surrounded by all of his entourage?
Now, when I worked with him was really early on before the paranoia set in and they were making everybody sign non-disclosures. And like I said, when I first met him, he was still a very small boy. He was still with the Jackson 5. But it was very obvious that he was being so groomed and so pushed to be this big star. And my gut was saying this was somebody who was going to grow up really messed up because he was not allowed to be just a regular little boy. And sadly, of course, this is what turned out to be the case.
Now, while we're talking about this, they've passed the global carbon tax in the House. It's probably going to pass the Senate. The hate crimes bill is supposedly going to be voted on as early as Thursday. We've got Reverend Ted Pike on tomorrow about that. We have the Federal Reserve has come out and announced they want a second bailout. They were already given unlimited funds in the first one, so really it's not a bailout. It's new powers over the entire economy. We have them trying to pass a federalization of the entire United States under the guise of water, above ground and below ground. There's a bunch of other takeovers happening. Homeland Security is announcing that their number one mission is engaging the American people and that white Al-Qaeda is now the number one threat. The British government's announcing that. So basically, anybody who criticizes the Federal Reserve and the corrupt bankers, they're saying that is the terrorist. They've got a bill on the verge of passing the House, no fly, no buy, where over 1 million plus people are on this list. They put you on the list whenever they feel like it. But now the Attorney General, they're trying to pass a bill, can ban any gun he wants, ex cathedra, like the Pope makes canon law by uttering it. He just bans whatever guns he wants, it says, including all guns if he wishes. Bill gives Attorney General power to designate gun owners, tax protesters as terrorists. A new bill where he'll, without even letting you know, he puts you on it. It says you can't find out. He puts you on the list. But I guess it was really already like that. They're just trying to get legal power now for the no fly, no buy, no live, no have a job. Homeland Security says if you're on that list, or even if you have bad credit, you're going to be on a no list, no fly, no buy, no travel, no have a job. I mean, this is literally putting the yellow stars on people and saying you can't have a job. I mean, it's now happening, Mike. I mean, I'm even blown away that it's actually all happening. Your comments on that?
Well, it does seem like the government is in a panic and they're trying to just get as many dictatorial powers passed as they possibly can. The situation of putting people on terror watch lists because their credit is bad, that's extremely dangerous right now because under the current economy, more and more people are